Thank you very much, and good morning, everybody. I will provide today an overview of Coolisys, and also would like to share with you some of our initiatives to grow the business into some emerging markets. So what we do, we provide the feature-rich and top quality power supply and power products that serve in harsh environment, and provide also products that been used in medical devices for life-sustaining applications. We also leverage our well-established 60-years-old subsidiary, Digital Power Corporation, to provide advanced power solutions for diversified markets, including defense and aerospace, medical and healthcare, industrial and telecommunication, and most recently, we have released our electrical vehicle charger product line, and we also getting into the energy storage solutions. We serve a worldwide defense and aerospace customer, designing and manufacturing advanced power solutions for tactical warfare environment and for non-tactical implementation. We also specialize in the wide range of power devices for medical applications, and we are compliant with all the applicable regulatory and safety standard that require for medical power elements. For industrial and telecommunications market, we provide cutting edge and very high efficient power supplies. We use advanced engineering topologies for our power management, and we are achieving the highest density in our product line. We also just announced about a couple of weeks ago on our new high density power release that we have been using for this type of applications. In terms of the structure of the business, we are Coolisys, the wholly owned subsidiary of DPW Holdings, and we operate using the Coolisys business to run all the initiatives and activities with our subsidiary, Digital Power Corporation, and with our branded division Power Plus to provide power electronics product to our marketplace. Next, please. So if I just split the activity under the two brands, so under Digital Power Corporation, we manufacture and designing high-grade power product with the highest efficiency for diverse markets. Under our Power Plus brand, we develop and provide comprehensive value-added product with customized configuration to meet the customer requirements and customer needs. Here's some example of the product line that we developing and manufacturing under the Digital Power subsidiary. So most of the product are ruggedized product designed to withstand the harsh operating environment. We are a full service company. We design and manufacture custom and standard product, and we use many, and our product are used in many different applications. Some examples of product that you can see on the right-hand side is the gyro stabilizer, airborne power supply, high energy laser source, broadband power supply, storage systems, and also you can see our on bottom, on the right bottom, our new electrical vehicle charger. Through our branded division Power Plus, we provide a wide range of customized value-added power solutions. And some examples are on the right-hand side, such as the high-power multiple output power system, laboratory configurable power supply, scalable and redundant power switcher, and some others. This is some of the certificates that we comply with. You've seen some of those in the previous presentation, but for our medical and healthcare product, we obtained all the relevant medical and safety certificates, and we are operate according to some FDA requirements. For industrial and telecommunication product, we obtained all the applicable safety certificates for electrical and electronic equipment, and for our defense product line, we comply with the relevant mil spec requirements, including electronic interference, electronic compatibilities. Also provide a product that could be operating in non-pressurized high altitude environment. Some of the product has to pass shock and vibration tests, so it can be operating in harsh environment. The facilities are all obtained all the quality management system, and we have all the necessary certificates for operating, manufacturing product for our diversified markets. We also maintained our international traffic and arms regulation, the ITAR certificate, that allow us to participate in defense-related programs.
Amos, I thought it would be important at this point, because I know you just put up the same ITAR thing, maybe to explain to everybody that you do operate completely separate from the Gresham Worldwide Defense business. So could you give them a little bit of an outliner of how you operate completely separate them, that you're a separate subsidiary, and maybe even though you are in some defense areas, how you are not overlapping? Because I think that when we show this to people and they say defense and medical and telecom, they don't realize we own two completely separate businesses with some of the same customers but different projects. Could you kind of outline that for them maybe in a couple minutes?
Yeah, and actually it will be addressed in the next slide or so. But our defense business, and you can see this in this slide, it is about 18% of our total revenue, generate about 18% of our total revenue. It's a separate separate business to what Gresham Worldwide is doing. And it's mainly focused on providing power solutions for different defense application, and I'll show this in the next few slides. We have a very strong relationship with a major defense OEM and some of the military and government branches, and we sell power solutions totally separate to what Gresham Worldwide is doing. And again, it's mainly we're participating in the power business. So we provide these power switchers, power converters. Most of the product are customized. We provide a power distribution system to highly classified special forces vehicles and some other programs. I will address this later in the next few slides. So I already said that our defense and aerospace generate about 18% of our revenue. In the medical and healthcare, we provide customized power solutions that goes into different applications. Those are operating under all the safety requirements for either patient contact product or non-patient contact product. And that is very important to understand. There is a big difference between a power product that goes and operating electrical bed, engine and control in bed, in the hospital bed, or a product that goes into a surgical instrument that goes into your body for procedure. Both need power, and we will providing the power that is required for those type of applications. And so we are very, we provide very high advanced power that is comply with all the requirements and standards for different type of medical applications. In the telecommunication business, in industrial business, we've been actually many years involved with this market segment. That is the initial market that the company started a long time ago, we've been focusing on. And we are continuing to provide a solution for this business. Some of the contracts that we have with our customers are over 10 years contract. As like Tim mentioned before, we have a very long relationship with our defense customers, of which some of the contracts are reaching now 15 years. And with the medical customer, we have 10 years contract, and with telecom contract are between 5 to 7 years. If I see those different market segments, defense market is a long haul relationship and allow us to participate for very good long predicted time. With telecommunication is faster moving. You implement solution, and then 5 years later you go to the next level, and you need to participate all the time. With medical, you've got about 10 years of the contract for each application. So this is shows some of the application examples that we provide our technology. I addressed this in some of my previous slides in the conversation. But for telecommunication, we provide the power solution that powering the wireless infrastructure. We have a Korean customer, for example, South Korea, that is using our power supply, and they have over the border between South Korea and North Korea, they have a communication system that is that they are using for identify the movement and any interaction, and we provide the power that goes into those deployments. We developed in the past technology for the cryptocurrency mining business. I think that we have one of the most high efficient power supply that can be used in crypto mining servers. We also developed a very high-end cloud computing power system that we use for back-end servers, and we have more other products. We are also in this area very focused on the broadband and broadcast networks. We have a lot of experience, and we produce very unique product to sell that market. In industrial, we have a power supply that is powering semiconductor machines, laboratory equipment, diagnostic equipment. Some of our customers are mainly focused on in this area of instrument for diagnostic and for laboratory measurement. We have product that goes into oil drills infrastructure, and we provide the control and solution for that. Large packaging equipment, very large printers, all using our products. In the defense and aerospace, we discussed this previously. We have a classified and unclassified power solution that has been used. Many are all customized to those specific applications that we are involved with. We provide a gyro positioning and navigation system that many use for artillery system or precise artillery system. We provide a tactical network and communication system that is mainly used by one of the military branches, and we have more examples. Medical, our product goes to dialysis, endoscopy, surgical equipment, as I mentioned earlier. Also, oxygen concentrator is using our power supply. We are developing a product that will be powering ventilators, and we are continuing to provide more solution and more product that serving this market segment. Yeah, as you can see, some of the icons are similar to the icon that have shown by Christian Worldwide. So we share some of the customer, different applications, probably different segment of those companies. But the relationship with those companies are very long time relationships. Most of the solutions that we provide are customized solution and focusing on the power business. We're also leveraging the U.S. government Foreign Military Financing Program, or FMF program, that help some country to purchase the defense equipment from the U.S. And we do have a relationship with overseas defense OEM that buy our product, leveraging this budget. This is also something that they mentioned in JR presentation, and I think that there is a place for cooperation internally. This is representing a list of our commercial customer, and include our medical and healthcare customers, industrial and telecommunication customers. Some of our commercial customers, such as you can see below, Flex, Jabil, Plexus, so serving major electronic companies. For example, if we see Cisco here in one of the icons here, Cisco buy product directly from us, but most of the product actually is being manufactured by Plexus. So Plexus will be all the product that will go to Cisco, and we have some other cross examples. So we operate through two facilities located in Milpitas and Sonora, where in Milpitas we have the Coolisys headquarters, and also we have the digital power operation. And in Sonora we keep our value-added division. We manufacture high volume product through our global partners located in the US, in China, in Taiwan, and in Israel. And we are using multiple sales channels to sell our product line. We're growing direct account manager, so we signed people that will be managing several accounts, and they know inside out those accounts. Manufacturing reps that many bring an opportunity for us, and we need to close the deals directly with those opportunities. And we do have also market focus distributors, of which some of them are online distributors. So I would like to cover in the next few slides our growth initiatives, some of them will be entering very soon, and we will also announce some of those activities to the public. So the growth, we found two areas where we want to be actually focusing in growing the company. One is the electrical vehicle chargers segment, and the second one is an energy storage system. For both segments, we have developed for the last few years, I think, great product, and those products will be available to sell very soon to the market. Please go ahead. Next.
Hey, Amos, before we get into the specific EV products, maybe it would be helpful to describe to the market the different opportunities for revenue here. For example, I know when you were talking to that gas station chain about installing EV units there, can you talk a little bit about the model of providing the unit and the rev share opportunity there and the network opportunity there? Because I think that people's questions around EV are really, what does the revenue model look like?
Yeah, so we see two actually different revenue models. One is to sell the product, just to sell the product. You know, we do have 10 different products all in the segment of EV charge product line. Sell our product to customer that will be using our product line in their deployment. And I do have some examples where it can be a good fit. The other revenue scenario will be to actually have a revenue share with, for example, a gas station, and that's what we talked about previously, a gas station or any other commercial facility that will be install our product, and we will share the revenue that we will be making or will be charging for using our product line. So we see these two major revenue opportunity for us. One is just direct sell, and the other one is we will be just providing the product, but we will be charging for the use of the product. And there is another element that is not here, of which we also provide the component that goes into the charger. We are specialized in power, obviously. That's how we all started. So we have the power rectifiers models that goes into the charger. In a large charger, there are standard modules inside stacked together to generate the power that is required, and we can provide those modules even to companies that does not buy the charger directly from us. So we can be a kind of a service provider company that provide the modules that will be using in other chargers. So as I mentioned, it's about 2 years of development effort to reach to the point that we are right now, where we actually have a product line that is ready to release. Not all of the product are available yet. We continue to develop more product that are going to be added into the product line that we'll be offering to our customers. The product line including both AC charger and DC fast chargers. Our AC electrical vehicle charger are level 2 chargers, and our DC charger are level 3 fast chargers. And so this is a list of this shows a list of our product line. Just recently, we also introduced our hybrid charger, where the hybrid charger allows you to charge both AC through AC outlet cars as well as for fast DC charging. And I think that is unique because this is allow any type of car to be actually use our chargers. It can be either through the J1772 interface or CHAdeMO or CCS interface. So that is it's very unique. But you can see that there is a wide array different charger types with 1, 2, or 4 plugs, and also we introduced in our rectifier that it can be used inside any charger. Our target market is split to commercial and private market. Where for residential, we are providing the level 2 AC chargers, and for commercial market, we provide level 2 AC charger as well as a level 3 DC fast charging. Our charger product can be used in different applications and different deployment. It can be used in a private garage, for example, driveway, also in multi-dwelling residential facility. At work, our charger can be used in the office building parking facility, for an example.
Hey, Amos, I thought it would be important to talk to everybody about the government facilities, the electrification of regional and community governments in terms of what they're doing for electrification. I know that that I don't know how well you're willing to disclose what's going on there on the commercial applications, but maybe you could give people an idea of the model. And I'm preferably speaking about the very large charging units that charge commercial applications like buses and just effectively city governments. Maybe you could talk about that a little bit, because I think that people want to understand how big the market potential is for deployment for us. They already know people like ChargePoint are out there, but I think we need to really kind of outline for them how big of an opportunity this is for you.
Yeah, so e-buses and e-car or e-truck, let's say, it's a huge opportunity for us. And that's why we were focusing initially on the very large charger and then scaled down to smaller chargers. Because we see the transitioning to, especially in the municipal services, for moving out to clean transportation. And so we believe that that will be, for us, a very huge market. And we are, our product has been designed to actually provide the energy that's required to fast charge large vehicles, and not just private cars. That's why, if you can see in our product line, we are mainly focusing on the DC fast charging, but also when you look into our AC chargers, the AC charger are high power AC chargers. We are have a numerous conversation right now to use our charger with some public transportation, which I'm not in the point to discuss right now, but we definitely see this as a huge opportunity for us.
There's almost, I think that I want to emphasize that again, though. I know that you're in discussions with large commercial applications for charging, but I mean, how big of a market segment do you think that is for Coolisys? I know we're not predicting what size of revenue we will have, but in terms of how big you think the space is for commercial applications, especially for city and state governments, how big of an opportunity do you think this is?
I would say just with a very conservative approach, I would say at least $100 million a year in the future, in the near future, for us.
Right, it's a big opportunity. Okay, continue on. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, that's fine. So just continue with this slide. We target the business-to-business market sub-segment for working directly with auto dealership and automobile OEMs. I said before that we are targeting multi-unit residents, retails, large business with large number of employees, and we have here quite a bit in the area where we're located. Parking services, facilities, local municipals, districts and colleges. That is where we actually have a conversation, charging commercial vehicles, and obviously government facilities. In terms of the product line that we want to offer and will be offering, the product line is split into a complete charging solutions or charging stations, the power rectifier that goes into the chargers, and also we see that there is a need for services, part and repair services, and I think that this is a good opportunity for us to participate, because we are that is our strength, and we would like to emphasize this. In terms of the market that we see, opportunity for us to grow the business. So initially it will be North America, and then we'll expand to EMEA and APAC. Some of the conversations that we have in regards to commercial charging, commercial vehicle charging is actually, we have that conversation overseas in China, where there is a mandated government bill to actually move to all electrical vehicle for public transportation in the next few years. So we will going to provide all the different plugs, charging plugs option, and also the communication, relevant communication. And so in our charger, we provide the North American standard, the J1772 for electrical vehicle. This is many been used in level 1 and level 2. Again, we are focusing on the level 2, but that is available. This plug also with an adapter can charge the Tesla car. The CHAdeMO is being used for many Nissan manufacturing cars, such as Honda, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Toyota, and some others. And that will be available in our DC fast charger. And obviously, we will be also providing the combined charging system, CCS, that can be used for either AC or DC charging. And car manufacturing that many using those interface are Ford and General Motors, BMW, German companies, Volkswagen, Audi, Volvo, and some others. Our charging plugs are available. Any mix of the charging plug is available from our chargers. So, for example, the charger with two charging plug, we provide the option either to use the CCS 2 plugs or the combined CHAdeMO and CCS. With our hybrid charger, where we provide AC and DC charging services, we will provide the J1772 for the AC charging, and for the DC charging, any type of charging interface based on our customer needs or based on what we see that is the best suit for the deployment that we're going to use the charger. So this slide just a more educational slide. Just explain the difference between the difference between the levels, charging level, and the benefit for using each one. So level 1, it's give you very short mileage of driving per 1 hour of charge, and it's mainly used by private customer or residential charging overnight. And usually, the car dealership provide this charger bundle with the car, so we don't really see that give us a huge advantage to sell this type of product. However, level 2 already you can use that for commercial deployment and for residential deployment. So there are companies that provide fleet charging services for multiple cars. It's a higher power and allow you to charge multiple cars from a single charger, or fast charging from a single charging interface. And obviously the DC, fast DC charger that we provide, we can charge car in about 30 minutes for almost a full charge capacity that allow a driver to drive about 150 miles distance per 30 minutes drive. Obviously, it's depend on the driving behavior, road conditions, and also the type of the car and the capacity of the battery. Coolisys Energy Storage System, or ESS, is actually our second initiative to grow the business. We just announce these initiatives and product solution that we are going to offer to our customer most recently, today. So our energy system contains three major elements. It includes a hybrid inverter to support a wide range of deployment scenarios. We provide a battery pack for energy storage and data logger with a web-based monitoring for system and controls. So there are three system elements. Our energy storage system allow our customers to better control their supply of electricity from solar system or from the grid, and can also use as a backup power source during power interruptions. It's mainly designed to, it's a well suited to be used in homes and in small commercial buildings with a solar system or without solar system. The energy storage system, or the ESS, can provide the user all the power needs for all the essential outlet at home. It's designed to produce enough power, harvest from a solar PV system or from other source of electricity. So it doesn't necessarily need to be tapped into a solar system. And it is a feature a web-based portal to optimize the use of power generation from the Coolisys CSS, and also to allow the customer to optimize the rate and the utility electricity from the utility electricity supplier. The benefit that we see with our ESS system is to allow a continuous use during the utility outage and interruption, and this is something that's come very often right now, either here in California because of all the wildfires, and because of the climate change. We see this more in the Mideast, and so that really a good solution for keep the service without the interruption when we lost power. It also optimized the use of renewable energy and energy generation, and it allow additional reduction in the utility bills for the customer. And when I'm saying additional reduction in utility bills, is where a homeowner has a PV system installed, and he can program the system to be optimized and when to use it and when to actually provide the services and power to the grid company.
I think it's important for people to understand that both companies, Gresham Worldwide and Coolisys, are both positioned in different market segments, specifically on the EV side for Coolisys and the power solutions and power storage business, where Gresham is ramping some new contracts and some medical device contracts. They're two different spaces, and when you look at these revenue projections, these are projections from the subsidiary, not the parent. They would, of course, consolidate. I'll let Will talk about this, but almost if you could go through this really quickly so we can move on to the next presenter.
Yeah, so this slide shows a conservative approach for growing the business. It's based on maintaining the legacy power business, where it's continued to grow repeatedly, 7-10% year over year. And then on top of this, entering into the emerging market with the EV chargers and with the energy storage system, which will be really make a big change to the company. I want to mention that for the EV, for the storage system, we be more conservative in our prediction. We start the revenue in 2020, generating revenue in 2020, and push this 1 year into the future, just to not to be over optimistic. But we will be, I believe that we'll be able to generate revenue during this coming year already from the energy storage system. So actually the slide going to be looks differently in reality, which probably revenue will be higher. Also, you can see that the profit is significantly high, and that's going to be make a big change. So if you look into just the graph, the green line, it goes from this year that we almost break even to about 600 to 700,000 next year, over $4 million in 2020, and over $7 million in 2023. And that again, that is we took a conservative approach when we developed the model. Just in summary, we provide outstanding technology for power supply and power products. We emphasize on full custom design and value-added solutions. Our product is very high reliable and comply with all applicable safety standards. We expand into emerging market, which is going to be change the company significantly. And we leverage our 60 years old worldwide leader in power business, digital power, to develop product and to provide the advanced power solution to our markets segments.
So Amos, let's talk about things that DPW needs to do for Coolisys Technologies. As everyone knows, Amos is an engineer, and he's a very good engineer. He's made some great products. We recently brought on a consultant in the EV space out of Nevada. I know he's on the call. He has brought us opportunities for HOA, for new construction projects. He's brought us opportunities for in the electrical vehicle charging market for basically what you can call commercial semi opportunities. He's been bringing us partnerships that we've been looking at and evaluating. And so I don't want there to be a secret here. Coolisys is a small company relative to the length of time it's been around. Amos does good with a very small team. We are going to need to expand the sales force around EV. One great thing we have is Jonathan Reed, was effectively one of the fathers and founders of the EV space in his earlier predecessor companies. And we have a lot of knowledge base here to draw from. I've asked Jonathan to help with his legacy knowledge here. We are going to have to build out a sales force. We are going to need partnerships here. You're going to see a lot of activity around the EV space for us because we need to support it. You don't just get to say you have an EV charger and it works. The business model has to be proven out. I think Amos has done a good job working on the engineering side. We have to work hard on the sales side, providing him additional sales force and opportunities, draw off the knowledge of people like JR, who originally installed thousands of units. There's a great global demand here. We can't predict how much of that global demand we're going to get, but we do have people that are very interested. My phone has rung off the hook in the EV space. I've, of course, pushed those to Amos. But just last night, Amos and I had a call about the Salesforce side of it. And Amos, I think you would agree that the biggest hindrance here is going to be making sure that we get the right partnerships and we get the right Salesforce. Did I say that correctly?
This is true. I think that the technology is proven, but we need to introduce this right into the market.
Now obviously, what I'm doing here is giving a forward-looking statement, but I believe this is going to be a big space for us. I'm completely convinced, and so is, I believe, Will and the team, that Electrification of vehicles is here to stay. We want to be part of that. It's a natural evolution for Coolisys to be in the EV space and the energy storage space. They've been at it for a long time. We've got to take all that engineering Amos has and all of his knowledge base and all of his connections and monetize that. In the coming months ahead, we'll be announcing partnerships we think will help us. But it's a work in progress. It's a very big space for us. And with that in mind, Amos, why don't you say goodbye to everyone? We're going to move on to the last but not least company in the group.
Todd, I just want to add one thing, that Amos is a great guy for this. He really has his arms around it, and it's going to be a great success.
I appreciate that, JR. I don't think people realize, if they don't know, that what you did in the EV space, and I think that it's great that you're willing to help us. I think Amos, you know, I don't know if people understand, Amos has a global footprint in where he manufactures around the world. So it may not just be a U.S. operation by far. I think he really loves to tinker and engineer, and we have to help Amos push sales in a way that's allows the company to grow dramatically. And whether it's a revenue share model or a direct sales model, there's no question with electrification, we're going to be part of that. And we appreciate it, JR. Amos, do you want to say anything, parting words before we hang up?
No, just thank you for your time, and we really look forward to expand this business.
Thank you, Amos.